And welcome back to the Hot Stake. So breaking news. Now we've already spoken about WRC 2027, but this is the breaking news. MSport are going to develop a Rally 2 WRC kit for 2027. What does that mean? It means MSport have confirmed for 2027. If you remember, we did a video yesterday at the time of recording this about the WRC 27 car set for more competition. And MSport have pretty much said yes and supplied. So we're going to get to the reaction. We'll have a look at the Dirtfish article as well, and what it means and how what people are thinking about it, which I always think is quite fascinating because it's the hardcore of the hardcore, especially on the Reddit, that end up commenting on these things. But MSport will develop a Rally 2 WRC kit car for 2027. Why? Well, let's be honest. Was there ever any doubt that they're going to be in 2027? I think maybe there may have been some doubt, but Millener's now outlined MSport's position for next season. Yes, that is not a Puma, is it? That is a Fiesta. And we did a story on that not long ago, but MSport Millener confirmed to Dirtfish that the team are going to develop a Rally 2 WRC kit car, and that's for the Ford Fiesta Rally 2. And this was on Tuesday. The FIA revealed the Rally 2 WRC kit designed to lift performance of the Rally 2 cars. We did a whole video about it, the positive, the negatives, and it means that the front fenders, front bumper, rear aerodynamic device can be applied to any Rally 2 car, homologated, but it has to be before December the 31st. This year, and it will have a maximum cost of €7,500, and they're going to be eligible for competition next year in 2027 and 2028. And as we know, quite rightly, the article goes on to say that it is Toyota's is the only current competitor developing that all-new car. No one else is. No news from Hyundai, no news from MSport. And it says MSport has previously expressed interest in building a brand new car, but only for the 28 season. That's quite interesting. It gives them a year, doesn't it? It gives them a year. But for now, it will take advantage of the FIA's new regulation and introduce a kit for its existing Rally 2. And this is where the official quote. Millener told Dirtfish, he said, "It's clear that only Toyota have a new car for next year at the moment." Now, let's just think about that before we carry on. That's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? The only manufacturer confirmed for the 2027 rules, not WRC 2027, is Toyota. And Millener carried on saying, "I think it's important to reflect something that allows other manufacturers to be in the top category." He said, "Also, I think this is the FIA's perception of how we can put something in place that effectively means that is a significantly different car that is comparable with the 2027 car, and it puts a nice divide between the Rally 2 as it stands now." And he says, "If we allow Rally 2 to just exist with no changes and no forcefulness to push people in new regulations, it will never come." That one, yeah. Millener, from that point of view, whether you agree with the 2027 rules or not, that makes sense. If we allow Rally 2 to just exist with no changes, no forcefulness to push people in new regulations, I'm not saying you have to agree with those regulations, but Rally, like all motorsport, is constantly developing. It will never come. That, I can't argue with what he said. You could argue with maybe how the WRC and the FIA are implementing it. And he says, and then we'll all stand there going, well, no one's committing. Well, that's exactly what's happened now. No one is committing. And he said, "I think in some ways the FIA basically said to manufacturers, we'll give you some leeway, but you need to commit to the new regulations." Fair, but it's the regulations that's the problem. Yeah. He said, "That for me is the most positive thing from this. If you want to be involved in Rally, you need to come to the party." Yes. So it's quite a good step. Yes. But what kind of party are you coming to? And that's the issue I think a lot of manufacturers have. So Millener's confident that the Fiesta in its current form is still competitive. That's going to have to wait to be seen. We'll have to wait from that one. That's going to be evidently on the pause button. And he said, going into next year as a top category car with this kit, it's a good opportunity to just fine tune some of the small bits. He says, for example, the splash valve and the protection that we had in Kenya this year with the very extreme conditions show that there's still advances to be made in terms of protecting alternators, etc. And he said, working on little bits just to make it more bulletproof as we go along is something we're constantly doing when we're running Robert Jurgensen, for example, in the championship this year. But when you're now doing this new kit, you just have to start to look at everything. But he says, on the flip side, our goal is to have a new car as soon as possible. It's a new regulation. So to develop 1.5 cars effectively in such a short period of time is challenging. It's a fine balancing act. It absolutely is. So MSport will develop. Let's have a look at some of the comments on that Dirtfish article. It's always interesting to see the comments. There will be comments, won't there? Absolutely will be. I'm struggling to find them. There's only one. Okay, fair enough then. Let's go. Let's go to this article. This is the one I was talking about here. Someone's put this is the WRC, because we didn't get the chance to do it because it was such a long video. WRC 27 car set for more competition at the top with obviously this Rally 2 kit. Someone's put a lengthy and convoluted way to admitting that RC2 Plus was the way to go all along. That's pretty much what we were saying a lot in the video and what Chris was saying. Someone drank too much of the weekend and accidentally implemented a new category. Band-Aid solution. Scrap the new rules, just run WRC2 while the rules are sorted properly. I think that's a fair argument. Just admit that you've killed the top rally class and have the WRC2 as Rally 2 regs. A lot of people are suggesting that. Again, I think it's a fair argument. Now, when we look on the Reddit, you need to run all events eligible, so MSport, Lancia and Skoda. Yeah, FIA reveals how Rally 2 will fight for the WRC. Someone's put it's going to be interesting. Someone's put interesting. Is this the Rally 2 Plus so many people wish for? I mean, it's really just an aero package. And what about normal Rally 2 cars without the kit? Will they fit? How they fit on the field? Yeah, and these are all absolute legit questions. 2027 is getting more and more confusing. I'm worried the FIA is making a lot of last-minute stupid decisions with these new regulations for the WRC and killing the sport. Yes. I mean, it's nearly July and still no new constructors. Yes. Seat says there will be part-time next year. Where's that come from? I mean, that'd be great. There have been many rumours, but no new announcements or tests of new constructors reported so far, and that worries me. Yeah, they're talking about Rally 2 Plus cars, not the same. WRC 27 cars are space frame chassis and allow for production car models to be scaled to their chassis size. So, yeah, a lot of people have an issue with the space frame chassis. It's kind of like we're pretending to be that car, but we're not. And 7,500 euros practically means free at this level. Yeah, it is. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Someone's put the real question is, will the WRC2 manufacturers want that? I heard Skoda is against it because aerodynamic development is expensive, even if the parts themselves cost less than 7,500. Yeah. Doesn't the kit make them a Rally 1? Yes, I know it's easier though. They want to develop it, and they just don't have to have their own cars won't compete against MSport and Toyota. Seems like, sure, yeah. Anyway, there we go. Kind of like, sort of official in terms of MSport, though. Let's take it with the good news. Let's take it with some optimism. MSport is now officially in WRC 2027. They're going to be competing. We'll see them at the top echelons of rally come Monte Carlo next year, which is a good thing, which is only a good thing. Let's be honest. It is. So, I tell you what, it's so hot here in the UK. It's that mini heat wave, isn't it? And in the UK, it's a different kind of heat to when I've been on holiday. It's just horrible. It's just not nice at all. I'm not good in the heat anyway. So if I'm ever going to visit these gravel rallies, I will be in some kind of medical trouble, I imagine. But anyway, enough about me. Give us a subscribe. If you made it to the end, we're not worthy. Thank you very much. It is really appreciated. I'll get to all your comments with time. Thank you so much for anyone that decided to click on this video, to comment on this video, to click like, to interact in any way. Hit subscribe. I'm absolutely humbled. We've reached now just over the 1,000 mark, which is fantastic. Thank you very much. We'll speak to you soon. Stay safe and stay cool if you're in the UK in these temperatures. It's going to be a hot weekend in Greece as well. So stay hydrated and stay sideways.